Good morning. I hope my computer is not making me skip and look and sound funny because it's kind of acting funny. I hope it's okay. Okay, so today we have a short lesson. It's just a skill lesson. You do need your reader and your work text, but we only have one page and it is to be graded and it's going to be very easy. We're learning about reading diagrams. Now, a diagram, have you ever bought something, or maybe your dad or mom or your grandpa or whoever has bought something and it came with instructions on how to maybe put it together or how to use it, and it would have a picture of the item and it would have words pointing to different parts? Okay, that's a diagram. So a diagram basically gives us a picture of something that generally something we're not real familiar with, and then it points to all the different names of the parts or whatever to help us understand what those pieces are and what they mean. That's all that it is. Now, before we read this, it's a very short article, but before we read it, I want to look at these vocabulary words. Dad and I went to the theater to see the play. So a theater is going to be a place that's got a stage and it has seating for all the people who are coming to watch the play. It usually has a curtain that comes down. The judge's chamber is a room behind the courtroom. Chamber would be like the office or his personal space area. The audience clapped loudly as Sarah finished her performance. So the audience that's the people that have come to watch the play or the concert or whatever it is. At the concert, 4 tiers of balconies were filled with people. A tier, T-I-E-R, this right here, a tier, those are levels. So you have tier 1 would be your first level, tier 2 would be the second level, tier 3. Or we've ever seen like a really pretty wedding cake that had a bottom, and then it had a middle, and then it had a top. Those are tiers of cakes. Large painted pictures of scenery were used to create a garden for the play. Scenery, that's your environment around you. It's what you see. Maybe it's a forest. Maybe if it's a highway. Maybe it's downtown area. Maybe it's a mountain. Maybe it's an ocean, but that's your scenery. Okay? All right, so let's look in our book, in our reader book, on page 134 and 135. This is the short article that we're going to read. Okay? And actually, I'm going to have you read this article because it's very, very short. And I'd like for you to be able to read this. But before I have you read it, I want you to look at that picture there on page 134. Now, this is a diagram. It's called, right below it, it has a little sentence. It says it's a cutaway diagram of the Globe Theater. So this would be, I guess, a place where Shakespeare's plays would have been put on. And a cutaway would be like if you're up in the sky looking down at it and you cut part of it away and you could kind of see in it. That's why it's called a cutaway. So you see the words, and then there's lines, there's arrows kind of pointing to the different. You've got your spectator balconies. You've got the yard and the stage. You have your stage balcony, your curtained chamber. So that's a diagram where you have a picture of something you're not familiar with and it shows you what the different parts are. That's all it is. Okay? So your assignment today is very short and it's very simple. I'd like for you to read page 134 and 135 about diagrams, and then I want you to do page 60 in your work text, okay? All you have to do is look at the diagram, okay? It's going over a costume that would have been popular during the time period of Shakespeare, kind of telling you what they are. So I'm going to go ahead and grade this page. It'd probably be worth maybe 8 or 10 points. I'm not real sure yet. So anyway, so go ahead and read that and do this page, and that will be all for today.